The country music is playing, and we are having a good time. Here we go, Chonda Racing getting set to go. Green flag is up in the air. Green, 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 we are racing, and they all hop in their seats to get those revs up. And it is a crawl and then a sprint down into turn one. They all fan out across the front straightaway. Hope everyone makes it through cleanly. The turn one is much wider today than it was yesterday, and it looks like we're gonna get through without incident, and we do. We are rolling here, Chonda, 12-lap main event on the track. They got off to a crawling start, but now they're in a full-out sprint around this 9-turn street course. The Chonda's off and racing right now. As they come out of turn 9 and down by the start-finish line, here we go. It's the number 32 of Coy Dayton, your stock Honda heavy winner, leading right now with Michael Johnson right behind him. Johnson pulls to the outside as they go down into turn 1. He's right alongside him. Coy has the inside line. Johnson cannot make the pass work. Just like in the Yamaha class, it looks like if you have the motor, you are easily able to pass Karts on the outside here, but Johnson now is the inside as they go into turn 2, and he takes the lead away from Coy Dayton. Dayton now back from first to second. We got racing third through fourth. Pass being made, it looks like Gottsacker taking third away from Dale Ross, I believe, as they are on the back half of the track now, heading back to that turn 6 hairpin. Here they come. Michael Johnson has taken the lead away from Coy Dayton. Here they come down to complete the second lap. Johnson, your new leader. John Gottsacker and Nick Boole. Luke Shanahan ran out your top 5. Dale Ross has fallen all the way back to 6th, race for third on the track. Everybody getting through turn 1 much cleaner today than they did yesterday. That corner was just, it was a woolly booger. Coy Dayton, man, this guy's a racer's racer, man. Running double classes. You go from a stock Honda shifter, the fastest go-karts we have out here, and then into the Chondas, one of the just most opposite go-karts, probably the most opposite go-kart you can find from a Chonda, a stock Honda. Yeah. So now it's going to be Dayton's turn to try and set up a pass as they go down into turn 1. Dayton to the inside as they head into 1 on the inside of Johnson. Into 1. Oh, he can't make it. I'll tell you what, these drivers are still using up every inch of real estate they can. Dayton looking to the inside in turn 2. It's where Johnson made the pass last lap, and he gets it. Coy Dayton to the lead. Back and forth lead changes, folks. That's what Chonda Racing's all about. So now Coy Dayton has moved back into the first spot. Michael Johnson slotted back into second where he opened this race up. Nick Boole running third right now in a race with John Gottsacker, and Luke Shanahan again rounds out your top 5. Johnson to the right up to the back bumper of Dayton as they come out of the last corner. Coy Dayton able to pull a lot on Johnson that lap. Has about a 2-kart length gap as they head through turn 1. So Coy Dayton looking good here as we close in on halfway through this 12-lap main event. Again, you are watching live coverage on the Kart Racing Network of the 2013 Lone Star Grand Prix here in Lockhart, Texas. Having an awesome time down here with Rob Miller and his crew. Cannot say enough about the cool factor. That's the term I've been using all weekend. This race has a cool factor of 10, 100, whatever you want. This race is just oozing with cool, folks. Now Johnson closes back up on Dayton as they head down into turn 1. Coy knows what Johnson was thinking because, well, Coy's thinking the same thing. Low on the inside of turn 1 is going to get the job done. Now Johnson looks to the inside as they head into 2. Great angle. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is. Michael Johnson back to the front. Give it about every 2 laps, and we've got a lead change here, folks. And now they're starting to catch up into lap traffic. Here we go. How's this going to affect the race? They're getting through the first couple karts all right. No, Dayton takes the lead back, and Johnson falls 2 spots. That's the 110 of Nick Boole up there racing for the lead now as well. Boole to the inside at 8, and he takes the spot. Nick Boole, your new leader. It's a 3-way race for the lead. How about that? Nick Boole uses the lappers to his advantage, and it's a 3-position swing. Turn 1, turn 2, prime passing opportunities. Johnson sticks a nose out from Dayton, tucks back in, thinks better of it. Still halfway to go through this race. Nick Boole sneaking up to take the lead away. Coy Dayton all over the back of that bumper. Oh man, Dayton is there. They head through turn 6, the hairpin. Come back alongside the courthouse, head for turn 7. Now Johnson's going to try and get around Dayton on the inside at 8, and he gets the job done. Johnson to P2. So now Nick Boole watching Dayton and Johnson race behind him for second. Boole was like, fine, go ahead, do whatever you want. I want to walk away with this lead. Now Dayton pulls up along the inside as they head down into 2, and it's going to be about our 15th position change, and he gets it. Coy Dayton to P2. Ladies and gentlemen, Chonda racing at its finest. Coy Dayton, Michael Johnson, Nick Boole just putting on an example of what Chonda racing is all about. And then it looks like the 111 of Luke Shanahan's getting into the mix as well. That is Luke Shanahan. Johnson now trying to get around Dayton as they go into 9. Does he get the spot? No. Now it's the 112 and the 111, Johnson and Shanahan going down into turn 1 together. Boole starting to lap karts. Both these drivers, Johnson and Boole, on the aero chassis built for these Chonda motors, getting around lappers as they head down into turn 2. Yellow flags waving at the moment. We got a Kart off on the exit of turn 2, you can see right there. As Nick Boole starting to walk away from the rest of our field here. Coy Dayton gets passed up by both the arrows of Johnson and Shanahan. Dayton goes from 2nd to 4th. As the wind is starting to pick up a little bit here, working lap 9 of this 12-lap main event. Luke Shanahan right behind what I would imagine his teammate, Michael Johnson, both of them in those aero karts built for the Chonda motors. I could be wrong. But Nick Boole is loving this right now. He is walking away from the field. He's got a lap time of 52.534. That's his best time so far. Johnson, Shanahan, and Dayton have slowed down considerably, almost a second a lap, due to racing with those lappers. Dayton now right on the back bumper of Shanahan, trying to get 3rd place back here. Only a few laps to go. Here we come to start lap number 10. Dayton to the inside of 9, 2 laps to go, and gets 3rd spot away from Michael Johnson. Luke Shanahan moves into P2, and Nick Boole far out in front right now, ladies and gentlemen. Couple yellow flags waving around the course. Minor local incidents. Dayton now trying to get 2nd away from Shanahan. Dayton realizes I don't think he has a shot at the win right now, but he's going for everything he can. He currently has a podium spot, but he wants to move 1 step closer. Coming to get the white flag. 1 lap to go. Nick Boole looking behind him, surveying the racing. He has 9 corners, 8 now left to just be smooth and finish up in and get around a few lappers. Coy Dayton right up behind the back bumper of Shanahan as they go down into 2. Stays in line. Nick Boole getting rid of the lappers carefully. Here we go. Now all three are front runners racing together. Coy Dayton on the outside in turn 5. Now they head to the left-hander, turn number 6. Boole has 3 corners left. The race for the lead is over. Now it's up for second between Shanahan and Dayton. Boole's going to pick up the win, but the race for second is the one we're watching. Your winner, Nick Boole, comes across the line. Who's going to get second? Shanahan, Dayton, Michael Johnson. Cheryl Curtis comes home 5th. Great run for Cheryl, one of those drivers that offered me to take her kart out for a few laps. And folks, that is Chonda racing at its finest. And I'll go ahead and say that's go-kart.